Hello everyone and welcome to replay number 19 of Battlefield Middle-earth 2. Let's take a look at some replays, shall we? I'm not sure which one to choose here. Most of these seem to be losses, but that's fine. That's all I really have left. Let's go with a Goblin loss in Enedwaith. Enedwaith? However you say that. Hopefully I don't die too quickly. I'm not sure why I would have saved a replay where I just die, but you know, could happen. Let's hope not. So, it's this map, that's right. This is a map I get to rarely play, but I do like this map quite a bit. So I'm the Goblins in the bottom right here, Destroyer, that is myself. We have Taskin as the Dwarves in the top, bottom left. Top left we have Mr. Potato as Isengard. And we also have another Goblin, the Long Con here, in the top right. So he is opening with a Fissure and a Goblin Cave. Very aggressive opening. This is a 4K game, in case you're wondering, so they have plenty of resources to start with. Most of my games are 4K, so most of the videos I put out will be 4K. But anyway, here comes a Gloin out from Taskin. I have got my Goblin King, I've got a Fissure. And I'm getting my economy rolling with some tunnels, as you would expect. Goblin King also from Long Con. You would be kind of silly not to get Gore Kill with the Goblins, because he's so cheap in patch 1.6. He's like 1,100 gold as opposed to 3,000 he used to be, which is insane. I have no idea who wins this game, to be perfectly fair. This was played quite a long time ago. I don't remember this game at all. And here we have the classic troll throwing goblin strat from Long Con. He likes this strat quite a bit. It is very effective. We also have a King Dane coming out from the bottom left player here, Taskin. An Uruk Pit coming out here from Mr. Potato. I don't remember if I've mentioned this, but this is free-for-all. So yeah, every player will be fighting each other. And just for testing purposes, I'm going to mute my mic, just to see if this mute mic program works. Alright, I have unmuted my mic. Hopefully it didn't pick up what I said. Because that would be great. I don't like to have to pick up me coughing or something on mic. And my mic does not have a mute button on it. So I got a little program to mute it. So I'm captioning the signal fire here. Probably won't be very long-lived. Although they are following me across the bridge. No, they are not. Okay. So I'm starting to get a good amount of half-troll marauders. Half-troll marauders are one of the best units, well, probably the best unit, if not the goblin. Nah, it's one of the best units. I'd say the cave troll is the best unit, but second best unit I'd say is probably these or spider riders. So getting lots of half-troll marauders is always a good idea, I feel. But not just half-troll marauders, because that's usually not going to end well. Well, let's see what dwarves have. Dwarves just have some pikemen and 2 heroes. Not too much, but actually 2 heroes is quite a bit if you think about it. Oh, we got a Saruman here. Fairly quickly, in fact, so that should be interesting. The old bad wizard himself. Yeah, he's definitely going for the strategy. That's the only reason he would build these little goblin archers, if he wanted to throw them. Did I see Wildman go into a tower? What is he getting Wildman? Ah. He has captured the inn and there's building Wildman out of the inn. I was confused for a second. I forgot they built Wildman out of their inn and forgot there was an inn on this map, since it's been so long since I've actually played it. Looks like Isengard is going for a small attack on the dwarves here. Good position over here, taking out this mine shaft that's very far out from his base. Quite undefended. He might even be able to take this archery range if he's quick enough. Dwarf devs and pikemen. No, they're just sitting on the bridge guarding, I guess. Okay. Oh, and Saruman. Wizard Blast. Saruman levels up very fast, as you can see, as long as he's hitting units. So that was a good experience run for him, at least. He got a mine shaft. His alerts is level 4 as well, so he does have his carnage. Looks like he's gonna wreck Loin here. The knockdown with Saruman and then the carnage from Lurtz, there's no chance of this Loin getting out of here alive. Saruman's knockdown is outrageously overpowered in 1.6. One feature I don't like is the knockdown that they added. But it's preference. That sounded like Smeagol. Weird. Oh, it was. Somebody has captured the ring. The ring is on, as you see, and Isengard has claimed it. He's also got a worm tongue. That will come in handy later on. Being able to steal a Dwarven hero, or even gore kill from one of us, would be an amazing thing for him. I think as long as dwarves don't get too leveled up with their heroes, like if he gets Gimli and levels them up, he might have trouble, but I think Uruk-hai might be able to beat this dwarf in a fight. Looks like I'm pushing out with my goblins, because I don't like these mine shafts being so close to my... Or so close to his base, even. So close to my mine shaft tunnel. And here comes Lurtz to attack my guys. Probably not the best of ideas. He doesn't have the troops to kill me, but... I don't know how he managed to get away. It's outrageous. But I'm forced to retreat because the dwarves come out. Man, looks like I lost a builder there as well. Not the best. But my army is fairly large. I have a lot of trolls. I have a few goblins here. Half trolls, I mean. And I do have a troll. So my army is pretty good. Probably feeling pretty confident right now. Longcon is continuing to build cave trolls. So that will be difficult to stop once he actually throws them at whoever. Also looks like he's either trying to get a totem glitched out of the map or just putting it in an obscure location. But he wins a lot of games by glitching totems out of the map because he's a dirty cheater. Not really, but it's not cheating. It's a bug in the game, but it's not a bug I will exploit personally. I don't like bugs. Dwarven army's getting larger as well. He's already got 4 battalions in his mine shaft. So he does have a force. Berserker's coming out now from him. What's his face? Potato, Mr. Potato. Berserkers will help quite a bit. Still astounds me how good this game looks. How many years later? Craziness. There's a very large orange blob. That must be my army. I do have weapon upgrades now, it looks like. I'm starting to equip them. And somehow... Oh, it's a dwarf. Okay, I was gonna say. Somehow my troops fell down. Here comes a Gimli. I don't think Gimli alone is going to be able to stop this. That's a lot of goblins. Oh, my Gorkill died because he got some pikemen out and I didn't move him. That's the downside about mounting Gorkill. I tend not to mount Gorkill at all because I do lose him quite often just to pikemen. It's hard for me not to, really. So most of the time I will have an unmounted Gorkill unless I need to poison sting something or run away. But he is good for this. Say you want to mount him and just run over and attack some farms. He does good damage to farms, as you can see. This furnace is going down quite fast. And once he hits level 6, his poison stinger will come into play. And it's quite strong. Not quite as good as Shelob's poison stinger, but it's still pretty good. The ability to poison and immobilize a hero is, or stun them even, they can't fight back, is quite amazing. Yeah, the Dwarves have quite the army now. He's got all of his heroes, so he's looking pretty tough here. Isengard's still opting to run around with a small band of troops. So he's working on getting his upgrades. He's purchased weapons and armor, and he has 4 level 2 Urk pits, so he could put out quite a few berserkers. He might actually be planning to spam berserkers. It is entirely possible. But it looks like he's going to harass the goblins over here in retaliation to losing his furnace. And I might also be attacking these goblins. I am harassing these goblins' farms as well. Meanwhile, it looks like we have some Dwarven heroes coming across my bridge, so I may have to retreat soon. I have a few warriors at my base, but that's about it, because my main army is out here. I've also taken the inn from him, so he can stop building those wild men of Dunland. Fireball knocking the cave trolls down. Actually does pretty good damage against cave trolls. Takes off half its life. Half the building's life as well. Pretty strong. And I do see these heroes on my base, so I will be coming back home. Gimli is level 4, so he doesn't quite have Slayer. Really should move that builder. Well, I'm either going for a counterattack, which looks like what I'm doing. All his army's over here, so I should be alright to just take his base. No, not quite. He does have some defense. Well, I do have weapons and armor, so that's good for me. But he still has a lot of guardians, which are still pretty good against these. So this attack will probably fail, since my army isn't very diverse. I do have a cave troll though. But some spider riders would have been good here. I don't think I have even built a spider pit. Oh my god. And this is why you build spider hole expansions, folks, because look at my base. I managed to save it, but barely. But from 3 Dwarven heroes, it's pretty good. So I'm very lucky there not to lose my fortress. This guy Isengard is just camping out. Right, he's building more berserkers, of course. Well, I won't be able to take this guy's fort, but I will be able to at least do some damage to his buildings. I've even upgraded the Goblin Warriors with weapons and armor. Interesting. Not something I normally do. Let's take a look at the PowerPoints real quick. Long Con, top right Goblin, has only Tainted Land and 4 PowerPoints. He hasn't really done much, so I don't expect him to have too much. Dwarves have a Lone Tower and a Heal with 4 PowerPoints remaining. I already have my Scavenger, which is amazing, and Tainted Land. If you're Goblins, you always want to go for Scavenger, pretty much. Also have 5 points remaining. And Uruk-hai has Devastation, which is also good. If you find a big patch of trees, you can throw it down on that, and you usually get like 2,500 or 3,000 gold or something. Pretty good. And then you have Creebane as well. Creebane is great. So that's a rundown of PowerPoints. Doesn't look like I managed to save many of my troops. But I do have Spider Riders now. That should help me quite a bit, if used correctly. And what's going up here? Well, looks like a little bit of fighting's going on up here. Gorkill is killed swiftly. His little strategy is not going to work here. I mean, the troll throwing thing is a great idea, but you have to do it quickly and you have to do it unsuspecting. But when you're being harassed by Uruk-hai like this, it's going to be difficult to do anything with these trolls. So he may die fairly quickly, it's uncertain. He is being forced to demolish many of his tunnels that he has built very close to his fortress. He does have a lot of arrow towers though, so he should be okay for at least for now. What is this? I was not aware that was a thing. Wildmen of Dunland throw fire bombs out of arrow towers. That is really cool. Well, if you didn't know that, now you do. I've been playing this game for many, many years, and I had no idea that was a thing. That is really neat. Yeah, it looks like they do alright damage. Not great, but not bad. Alright, they're going to continue to poke at each other. Meanwhile, dwarves are going for another attack. Looks like I'm ready for this one. Should give these trolls some sticks. I do have a lot of trolls actually now. Looks like I wanted to go for a fortress kill or something. That would be a good way to do it. And dwarves have been defeated. Dwarves must have left the game or disconnected right as he attacked me, so okay. Unfortunate for the dwarves, I guess. He may have had me, probably not, but he might have at least took my fort if he got past my army, which I don't think he would have. I had quite a bit of troops here. Maybe he quit in rage because he knew he couldn't beat my army. I don't know. Whatever the case, Uruk-hai is moving out with quite a few berserkers and pikemen. Destroying my precious inn. I must have not been ready for this Uruk-hai army because I am very out of position here. It's possible I might want to go for an attack here while he attacks me. Or I could just hit him from the back there. I don't have armor or weapon upgrades on my trolls yet, which is odd. Do I not have money? I have tons of money, I just haven't upgraded my troops, which is kind of silly. Unless I lost my treasure trove, which I didn't. Yeah, no excuse for that. Just not very good play there. My Goblin Warriors have swords and my half-trolls don't. Something is wrong with that picture. Here I'm peppering with the arrows of the these guys, spider riders, since they can't do much else. There's way too many pikes there. My trolls going to get killed very quickly. Unfortunate for me. Probably should have kept them all on rock throw like that. Not the greatest way to use the rocks, but or the trolls. It's really all I can do. But it looks like Uruk-hai is going to overpower my army quite easily. Send my trolls levitating. He's also being faced with a gore kill up there. But he cares not, because he has the defense. So yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble here. I have a very weakened fortress and a very weak army. So this is not good. And my trolls run right into the pikes. Once again, another bad play on my part. Microing my army a little better would have been good. But I'm probably freaking out at this point, trying to multitask building troops and moving troops. Which is my weak point, by the way. I'm not good at that. Once action hits, pressure's on, and I start to freak out. And I'm hardly denting this army, it feels like. There's so many pikemen still. He still has both his heroes. Pretty sure he could take my fort if he wanted to. And now I'm building spiderlings instead of spider riders because spider riders are going to be useless here. Spiderlings at least can melee attack. I'm not sure what to do in this position, I guess. I mean, do you spam Goblin Warriors? Because I don't think so. They're technically the unit that's strongest against pikemen, but they're not very strong. And these will die very quickly. And look at how fast he eats through those guys. I guess I just have to spam half-troll marauders and hope for the best. Either way, not looking good. Not looking good at all. He's got guys guarding his furnaces now. He's not a fan of the gore kill harassment. And it looks like his little Operation Troll throw is happening. He's beginning to pick up goblins. As you can see by these battalions with like nothing in them. And I hope he uses this on Uruk-hai, because if he uses it on me, that's overkill. I don't need this. I am losing all my key structures though. This is not good. I see why I lost this game. You know, Uruk-hai is clearly overpowering me here. Not much I can do at this point, I don't think. Except for trying to defend my fort, I guess. Uruk-hai, I've got to begin his power points. Yeah, he does have quite a few. He has the Watcher and 16 left over. So he is swimming in power points. Oops. Went too far there. And here comes the goblins up here. He's starting to move out. I honestly hope he succeeds in taking this guy's fort. That would make me happy. Even if I die. Well, I have porcupine formation, my guys. Oh man. Saruman's good for killing these things. But it doesn't actually do fire damage, which is odd. Even though there's a ring of fire. So it will not burn them to death, which is good for me. And these little spiderlings, while they're on taking land, very strong. And he's a defensive watcher. Kills quite a few trolls. Doesn't look like many of them are going to throw at all. But that's just one goblin throw on a fully armored fortress. You can imagine how effective it is on a non-armored fortress. But he has so many buildings. He came himself to a weird angle that he has to go around these buildings to throw, and they get shot by towers on the way in, so it would have been better if he came up this way and then throw him that way. But the Watcher kind of screwed him over there either way. So his attack is foiled. And now he just has one troll. I don't know if I would continue with that tactic after seeing it fail so miserably, but I guess so. I do have a Drogoth now. Drogoth is excellent against Uruk's Isengard, because well, these guys don't have any archers at all. The only thing he has that can do any damage is the fireball from Saruman, which is still strong. Ooh. And it looks like he has built Sauron. If one team was going to get it, it would have been Isengard, because economy-wise, Isengard always blows every team out of the water, it seems. They have so many powers that go towards... this helps immensely. But they fuel the fires, and I think they have an industry as well. They're just insane for money. Yeah, like I was saying, Drogoth is great because the crossbows of Uruk-hai are not very good. Not very good at all, in fact. I'd say they're like in between Gondor archers and Haradrim archers, maybe, in effectiveness. And Gondor archers are absolute shit, so they're just... their rate of fire is too slow, I think, because they fire crossbows. And it makes them not very good against flying units. So flying units tend to wreck on Isengard quite often. And I did manage to save my fortress here. Another wonderful defense by myself. Not really. It was... well, I lived. What more can you ask for? And I do get money per kills, so actually that should boost my economy and my power points. I almost have enough for 15 power point. Get darkness or let's see, what is that? What did I get? I got that. Darkness or the Watcher, I believe. Watcher would be great. Darkness probably not as much for me. And here comes Sauron leading his army of pikes. This may be bad for goblins. I wonder if Poison Sting works on Sauron. He's still swinging even though he's miles away, which is strange. Let's see how this plays out. I'm curious. Sauron's fireball will easily take out this defense of his base. I'm sure it's coming. I think he actually took Gorkill. Yeah, he used Wormtongue to take Gorkill. And boom. Look at that. Destructive power of that fireball is insane. I see. So you have to upgrade them with torches, and then they can throw torches out of arrow towers. That is interesting to me. Very interesting. So this goblin is thoroughly dead. There is no way he's gonna win this. There goes Gorkill. Kicking the field goal, Gorkill. Saruman, or not Saruman. Sauron alone will be able to take out the rest of this base. But it is not Sauron alone, so he should have no trouble. Sauron and Saruman, the two-tower alliance here. Saruman is pretty good as well. Not very good against arrow towers. Saruman takes very little arrow damage and will have no trouble killing this. Looks like I'm trying to harass a bit with Drogoth. He does have archers. And they're not awful, don't get me wrong. I mean, he has the ability to take down my dragon now. These do need fire arrows though, and walking through his fire was not the best of ideas. Okay, what can you do? Besides not do that. Yeah, this goblin will be dead here, although he may stay alive because of his cheeky little totems. He has them up here as well. He possibly has them outside the map. I'm not sure. That actually technically might be outside the map. See these guys? They can't actually attack it. He knows it's there, but he can't hit it. Maybe if he... I'm not sure how you get it. Fireballs, maybe? From Saruman? He still died. Either he just quit, which is probably likely because I think totems still keep you alive. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. So Long Han has been defeated. Now it's just me against this super overpowered Isengard. It's not looking good for me, I'm not gonna lie. My army is pathetic. I do have a dragon and a fire drake though. And like no tunnels whatsoever in my base. Although I have taken the dwarves' old area for tunnels, but still. This will probably be the death blow to me. I'd find it hard for me to stop this. Oh yeah, definitely dead. Dragon Strike is going to take out my fortress. Isengard's Dragon Strike is super overpowered as far as I'm concerned. It's insane. It does way too much fire damage. My Drogoth is actually attacking that Drogoth. Interesting. Yeah, not a chance. Once they get that, you better have billions of arrow towers or you're gonna lose your fort. And my fire drake died before getting his fire out. Probably because I just smacked him. Or because Sauron smacked him. I'm pretty much toast here. I just have a couple fissures in a goblin cave, really. A couple goblin caves. So yeah, this was it was a good game. You know, well played to this guy, Mr. Potato. He managed to pull a victory out of this one. It's too bad the dwarves left as early as they did. Potentially, if he wasn't attacking me so much, he might have attacked the Isengard, and maybe things would have been different. Although probably he would have kept attacking me. Yep, and I have been defeated, and that is the end of the replay. After an explosion, fireball, fireworks show of my Drogoth. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. We will see you in the next replay. Take care.